Alright guys, today we're looking at Toyota's TRD PRO Prototype. Don't know how to call it prototype. Freaking Toyota guys are so touchy. You Toyota guys always have excuses. Hey guys, how do we keep it dirty off-road? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at Toyota's new TRD Pro truck. We actually got a chance to take a look at this truck at the Mint 400. It was sitting on display in the starting line section of the event, and we got a pretty good look at it. Now, I'm going to preface this with I'm a Raptor guy. You guys know it. If you follow this channel, I am a Raptor guy. My truck's not here. It's at the shop getting custom work. It's not broken down. It's getting some custom work. Ignore the Jeep.
The Raptor picture on there. Just stick a Raptor on there.
There you go. But in this video, I am going to be brutally honest about what I've seen. And if you guys have seen my videos, I've been honest about the Gen 3 and other Raptor stuff. And I've been honest about the TRX. And that's kind of what this brand is all about. We try to be honest. We don't try to sugarcoat anything. But I am going to be a little extra honest with the Toyotas because of you Toyota owners. I like Toyotas. I've actually owned a couple Toyotas over the years. But you Toyota guys can't stop talking about the reliability of the things to ad nauseum. I can't tell you how many times I broke something on the trails and I got so many comments about you should have bought a Toyota. You had a Toyota, this one happened. And 90% of the issues that I had, Toyotas wouldn't even be able to handle those situations. It would have just totaled itself. On that same token, what good is reliability if the thing is ugly, it has slow and no power, and the tech inside of it is over 10 years old? What good is it? Lastly, they're no fun to drive. There's no cool factor anymore in Toyota. And Toyota understands that this is a problem with the brand, and that's why you're seeing a new direction in the TRD Pro
Prototype.
Now, if you've seen this channel long enough, the first thing we're going to look at is the suspension. That's what interests me the most. That's what matters off-road. So that's what we looked at first. Looking through the pictures, we have upgraded TRD upper and lower control arms, bright red sway bar that's really weird pretzel pattern and shape of some kind. I'm not sure why Toyota made that decision. Nice detail with the TRD logo on the frame. Shock stroke looks to be very short though. That's kind of a little bit of concern of mine. It's still the same stock stroke, which is, it's too short honestly. There's some carbon fiber on the upper arm, which looks really good, but it looks like stock ball joints with stock spindles, which again, that's also not a good thing when you're considering taking this thing off-road on the regular. As we walk back, we start to notice that the fenders are all carbon fiber. We see what looks like rock sliders. Hope those are actually functional. It's hard to tell from the picture, and we actually didn't get under there to look, but I'm hoping there's some functionality there. And then the rear suspension, we're looking at maybe 2.5 inch remote reservoir shocks. Do you see this, dude? Do you see how the bed's connected? Is that normal? But do you see how it's connected?
No.
It's like a little platform.
That might be normal, yeah.
That's got brake, dude.
I don't know. It's like I said, it's a prototype. They might have just slapped this together. I don't know.
Yeah, but it follows the body lines correctly.
That might be like a
I do like the rack. One of the areas that I did like was the chase rack. And I also like the plastic pattern on the tailgate. I think that pattern looks really cool, and I think it's gonna look really good dirty too. And yeah, I actually do like the TRD logo on the back tailgate. I don't know why, I like it. I like that tailgate, I like the light design. I don't like the bumper, but I like the tailgate and the light design. Now the rear suspension, I think is gonna be a big concern. Extending the arm same length on both sides is not gonna work because that upper arm is so short. All it's gonna do is just move the rear suspension farther back. And if you try to increase the suspension travel in that way, it will just cause problems where the drive shaft is just going to plunge. The drive axle is just going to plunge into the transfer case, and in order to get any kind of decent travel numbers, you're going to have to do some major re-engineering to get as close to possible equal length arms, because the top arm is half the length of the lower arm. It's a very, very huge difference, and it's going to create a funky arc. Also, the way the shocks are installed puts them probably in the most vulnerable position. All of us that have ran Raptors for years know that area is going to get sandblasted, it's going to get chewed up with high-speed off-roading. You're going to lose material there. there. Having the bolt be right there facing that is a big problem, and you're gonna need some shields there, or you're never gonna be able to remove those shocks, or worst case scenario, you're gonna hit something and fling it back there and you're gonna break that whole area off. Now, we didn't get a good look of the interior because it was all closed off and just the time of day, but from what we could see, it actually did look pretty good. I'm not a fan of the red color, but it does look pretty cool in there. It does look pretty nice. We'll see how that actually stacks up when it gets released as far as the tech and how good that looks. Now, you could tell that this prototype truck had not seen any dirt. This thing was brand spanking new. There was no dirt, nothing anywhere, so it hasn't actually gone through any testing. So we also don't know if it has any rubbing issues. But
they all have different front ends, different grills, depending on what trim you get.
It's still too low though, man.
Yeah. I really think that stock TRD Pro suspension, they kind of just have thrown stuff on it. Because the tires give it some love.
Do you see something I see? Doesn't quite fill the fenders.
Yeah, some kids, so they don't have fenders. Like
yeah, but you want it
a stock arm, I bet.
But the way the suspension goes, it doesn't go up. It goes in.
Chambers in, yeah. Chambers.
So when it's like that,
prototype.
You keep saying, you Toyota guys always have excuses. You Toyota guys always have excuses.
I'm going to go to the dealer, and if it fits that way, I will give you the benefit of the doubt. As soon as they start making it.
You know that's close to production.
If that's how it ends up being out of the box,
that's janky.
That sucks if that's how it ends up being.
No, you know, just like Tacoma, Josh, that grill is
Look at that, dude.
If it ends up being like that from the factory, I'll be very disappointed.
Do that again. Do that again.
And I don't think they could get away with that if they do all the safety systems and stuff.
Look at this.
Like if they have a radar mount to it, I don't think they could do that.
Yeah, the radar mount right there.
Like
there's nothing there.
It's got to be more stable than that. If that system works.
That's janky.
Yeah, for sure. If it does end up wobbling like that, it's not.
So for those of you guys that don't know, Josh is a big Toyota guy.
It's a prototype.
He's a big Toyota guy. Say it. Come on, say it. Say
I'm
it.
not a Toyota fan.
No, say it. It's reliable. Say it's reliable.
Mechanically, the engine, I would argue the engine's reliable, but it's not going to put up with what a Raptor can put up with.
Unproven, hybrid.
No, you're right. This one's unproven. I can't vouch for this one.
It's not really.
But it also
it's every Toyota guy. At least it's reliable.
No, the engine's reliable. I never said anything about the suspension durability. If you send it off a cliff like you do with your Raptor, it's not going to handle it.
Raptor can.
No, I know. I said a Raptor's going to be able to. This isn't going to be able to.
Nothing's going to hit, man.
So
I'm sure it rubs right now.
He's got a freaking felt liner.
Hey, that's the chase bar I have.
Look at that felt liner.
It's a one-off thing, but
okay, what'd you say?
It's not a Raptor.
Yes, it's not a Raptor. It's definitely not. It's not even Raptor competition.
This is the pickup truck for Home Depot trips and stuff like this, and they're trying to sell it to enthusiasts who want to take it out to the desert on the weekends.
Say it.
Have the articulation.
I want to hear you say it.
I'm saying
it's reliable. Say it.
The engine will probably be a very good engine. The engine will probably be good.
That's all you guys can say. It's reliable. It's not good looking. That front end needs some work.
Carbon fiber.
If that's not copying everybody else,
it's like a Super Duty thing or something.
Super Duties and the Raptors, the Gen 1s had that.
That's exactly what that is.
The Gen 1s had that where they were kind of fake. All right, get some B-roll, man. Come on. Let's get some B-roll of this bitch. Josh is a really great photographer. One of my friend's sons, really cool dude. He's very talented. So make sure you guys give him a follow. He takes some really great pictures of cars and trucks and all that stuff.
Start it up.
Now, I wanted to go over like the good and bad that I saw there today and kind of go through my thoughts. The good being, this is a big step forward for Toyota. They're trying to go away from the ugly, bland designs and bring some of that fun back to the brand that it's been missing. You guys have been stuck with reliability forever, and reliability is not everything. Who cares if it's reliable if it's not cool enough to put a poster of it on your wall? People dream about having a Raptor. Nobody dreams about having a Toyota. The interior looks much better. It's a big step forward again. It's not all bland. It's not all subtle. They are doing some things to make it pop. I do like the back end. I do like the tailgate. I do like the lights. I do like that design. I even like the rack that they built for it in the back. I think that's a pretty cool setup. It's mounted to the bed as it should be. And I also like the fact that there's actual functional suspension behind the TRD logo. For years, the TRD logo hasn't really meant much. The TRD Pro has just been stickers for the most part. So it's good to see some actual functional suspension. Albeit it's not going to be anywhere near the Raptor, but it's functional, which is a good thing. It's functional off-road suspension. And I do think that engine is probably going to be a little bit better choice than the twin turbo and the Raptors. It's a hybrid platform, so it's going to have a little bit better power curves. I think it's going to be a good engine overall. That hybrid twin turbo platform is something that Ford should have done in the Raptor for 2021. Sucks that they didn't. I think that's kind of what I was expecting. At least a 500 horsepower truck, hybrid platform, and they didn't do that. They kept the same exact power. Now let's go over to the bad. And you can't talk about the new Tundra without talking about that grille. That thing is ugly. It's too big. The portions are all off. It's just ugly. It looks like, if you guys ever seen those trains that are used to clear up snow, that's what it looks like. It's just ugly. It's big. It's nasty. That grille just needs to be scaled back a bit to make it fit more the proportions of the truck. You know, like the lights and everything are pretty cool, but then they are dwarfed by that ugly giant ass grille. It's not a good look. The fit and finish does leave a lot to be desired. You guys saw the clips of us pulling up the trim panels on the back of the bed. They were held down by Douglas stick tape. The grille had no strength in it whatsoever, so it can't really hold the lights that are there. And I get it. It's a prototype, but that grille is the production grille. There is no strength behind that thing, so it's going to be useless off-road. Panel gaps was also an issue. None of the panels, none of the new fenders fit all that well. The gaps were like all over the place. They weren't lined up correctly. Again, it's a prototype, but this thing hasn't seen off-road, so it's only going to get worse. And then finally, even though this is the TRD Pro, it's not really a Raptor competitor yet. The stroke isn't there. The suspension design isn't there. It doesn't even have, from what we saw, it doesn't even have the stock Raptor numbers. It can't. Not with the stroke of that shock and the way it was all set up. It doesn't come close to even Raptor numbers still. So it leaves a lot to be desired.
With double-sided tape.
Double-sided tape, man.
It's reliable though, right? It's reliable.
Yeah, it needs these for sure.
It's reliable.
Look at this fitment line. Thought Teslas were banned. Yeah, it's gonna be like a radar sensor or something.
No, this is the button to open the tailgate.
Oh, there you go. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you being sarcastic?
No.
Oh yeah, look at that. It actually is.
It's a button.
I haven't looked at it.
Alright, let's say goodbye to this thing. I've had enough of making fun of the Toyotas. There's some good, a lot of bad.
Yoda type.
It's a good direction though.
As long as you get prototype on the door right there. Prototype vehicle.
It's a good direction, but it's got some ways to go.
So listen, you have a fair argument to say to anybody who tries to compare a standard series light duty pickup truck, something that was out of the box made to handle the rigors of off-roading. It's a different vehicle. You have to do a lot of custom work to make that have all the travel and all the strength to do what these trucks do.
Yep.
I'm just gonna say it.
At least Toyotas are reliable though, right?
It'll get you home. I never said it would be with,
Raptors always got me home. Always.
Never
Even after
said it
that
would
nasty
be.
accident, it got me.
Yeah. Maybe in one piece or not, but the engine will keep running.
Yep. Finally, some honesty from a Toyota driver. Thanks, Josh, for being a good sport, man. This is what I like to do. I get Toyota guys that come out on the runs all the time, and we have fun making fun of each other's vehicles. It's part of the fun of off-roading, is talking trucks and being honest with each other and talking about the good and the bad of each. Raptor's a great platform, but it's not perfect. Toyota, I wish, made something better, and I think a lot of you guys do too. And I'm hoping this is the step in the right direction to get a proper Raptor competitor from Toyota. It would be amazing. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, put any questions or comments below. We'll see you guys on the next one.